on Divorce Court today. A house husband with an alcohol problem is not what Vanessa had in mind when she first started dating Phillip. Now they have 2 kids, and Phillip says he's trying to pull his weight, but jobs are hard to keep. Vanessa Velasques and Phillip Chavez have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toller to resolve. Testimony in divorce court before your vows starts now.
You two have come here to ask my opinion as to whether or not you should get married. You're in love, you've got a marriage license, but you've got some concerns. I've given you my compatibility test, and I've got your marriage license here, which I can rip up or give back to you based on what I find, but I need to talk to you a little bit first. First thing I want to talk about, which seems to be a major issue in your marriage, is both of you seem to believe she's the breadwinner and you're the house husband, and neither one of you likes it that way.
That is correct, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Velasques, why don't you explain that to me?
The problem with Phillip is that he's had jobs, but he just can't keep them. For instance, he's worked, his mom actually got him a job at a grocery store, and he quit his job. He got a phone call from one of his buddies. He quit that job because he wanted to go party. Second job he had, he was actually working with plumbing as well with one of his friends. He lost that job too. I got him a job at the cemetery, and he lost that job too. Now he's currently working. This is the longest job he's had. And
how do you mess up at the cemetery?
Drinking problems.
I mean, it's not, I mean, what didn't you do?
I was young at the time and just drinking a lot.
Oh.
Trying to have fun.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Mr. Chavez, how old are you, sir?
32.
You're 32 now, so you're not young anymore.
That's
you're not
correct.
old, but you're not young anymore.
Yes.
Do you have a job currently?
Yes, I've been there for almost 2 years already.
2 years?
Yes.
And what have you been doing?
I do landscaping.
Has he been landscaping for 2 years?
More like 14 months, got 30 days off work, and quit his job, but still there. Because I made him call his boss to give him the job back, yes.
Did you try to quit the job and she made you take it back?
I don't know what she's talking about.
He's currently looking for other job because he's not completely satisfied with that job.
Are you not satisfied with that job?
I'm completely happy with it. I don't work full time, and I do have a lot of days off, so therefore it doesn't bother me. It bothers her more than me.
It sure does, because whenever he's at home, he can't even be a homemaker. If that's what his occupation wants, if that's the kind of job he wants to do, he can't even do that at home.
Well, you work full-time, correct?
I work full-time. I actually even have a second job on the weekend. I have 2 different jobs.
Okay. Now, she works full-time.
Yes.
And has a second job. You have a lot of days off, correct?
Not really, at times.
You just said that.
No,
you
yeah,
just
at
said
times.
it. You said, yeah, I got a lot of days off.
Yes.
Okay. Then you wrote in your papers, in your statement to me, when I am not working, she expects me to do the cooking and cleaning while she is at work, and that isn't going to happen.
Yes.
Explain to me how that even sounds right to you.
Well, she assumes to me to still clean and do everything. You know, I don't feel like I'm a housewife. You know, I do
But I'm saying you're home, she's working.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to contribute something to the household by keeping it clean?
I do, but she expects more than what should be done.
What should be done?
What should be done? Make sure the house is clean, the kids are fed to school and everything. I do participate, but she expects way more, you know?
Why is it a problem that she wants more than that?
I have no idea, to tell you the truth. It's just hard to
Well,
satisfy
you're the one
her.
with the problem.
It's hard
you
to
gotta
satisfy
tell me
her.
why it's a problem.
Yes. But it's
Why
hard to
is it a
satisfy
problem?
her. She's never happy with anything I do. No matter if it's perfect, she still has something to say.
You're here.
Yes.
You're wondering whether or not you should marry because you have concerns about the relationship. You tell me what your concerns are.
I'm hopefully that we still have something to work forward on. You know, we've been together almost 9 years, and
9 years?
Yes, close to 9 years. Sometimes I feel like giving up, and then sometimes I don't.
And when you feel like giving up,
Yes.
what are the concerns that you have? What are the problems that make you want to give up?
The problem is that just all the nagging all the time.
Nagging.
I try to work it out for the kids.
You try to what?
Work it out because of the kids. Trying to be a happy family.
Okay. But if it wasn't for the kids, you'd bounce?
I would have bounced a long time ago.
He had the opportunity to, he just never did. Because the door's wide open. I'm not making him stay with me. I've actually told him that that's like the best thing that would be for us, because not only that, his issue is also that he's a humping dog. He wants it all the time, and I don't want to, I mean, How can you have sex with a person who doesn't want to have a job, who doesn't want to go to work? I'm the one that has to take them to work or lend them my vehicle.
Okay. She called you a humping dog, which is deep. I'm going to explore this gently.
Oh, it's okay.
Are you not getting as much sex as you would like?
Oh, she acts boring sometimes with it, you know?
She acts boring with it.
Yeah, she's very stubborn with it, you know? I feel like I'm a man, I work hard, and then when I don't, when I don't work, my extra time, I want it, and she doesn't want to give it to me, you know? She's always embarrassed with the stores. I try to hold her hand. She's always like, let go, let go.
She's like, embarrassed?
She's embarrassed of everything. Embarrassed.
So even if you just want to hold hands in public, she doesn't like that?
She don't know how to show affection.
I'm not an affectionate person.
In general, throughout your life, you just haven't liked a lot of intimacy, or you just don't feel that way about him?
No, don't get me wrong. In the beginning, it was a lot going on. We actually were very intimate, and then I can't because he has his drinking problems at times. He wants to be drinking. He's so drunk to the point where like he literally smells. You know, I can't.
Now, Mr. Chavez, do you drink a lot?
Yes, because sometimes I feel I have more fun with the beer than with her.
Okay.
That's the way
Well, you do understand that a drunk guy is not an appealing guy for the most part.
Well,
Some guys are fun drunks and you enjoy them and all this kind of stuff, but if you're drunk a lot, it kind of kills the romance.
No, I understand. But that's just the way it is.
Do you think you drink too much?
Not really.
How much do you drink?
To tell you the truth, I don't keep track. I just know it's a few.
Too much.
Do you get drunk every day?
Nah, I wish.
I can bring a 30-pack. I can actually bring a 30-pack, Your Honor, on a Friday, and it's gone by Saturday, all by himself, because I'll probably take one beer out of that 30-pack.
Can you kill a 30-pack in a day?
Yes.
Would you like to see?
No. I believe you. I actually believe you. I think that might be part of the problem, but I do believe you can pull it off.
Next, what happened at a school play when Dad showed up late and had been drinking? Are you considering marriage but aren't sure that your intended is really right for you? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real people, real conflict, real judgments. Divorce Court continues.
I want to talk about the kids for a minute. You have several together.
Yes.
How many?
We have 2 children. We have a 7-year-old girl and we have a 4-year-old boy.
Okay. You said you weren't an affectionate person. I don't believe that you're not affectionate with the kids. You're affectionate with the kids, aren't you?
Yes.
Will you co-sign on that? She is
Yes.
affectionate with the
Yes.
kids, right?
Yes.
Do you believe you're not an affectionate person in general, or you have just lost warm and fuzzy feelings for him?
I would say I lost it. I would say that's the case, that I lost a little bit of my feelings towards him, yes.
Okay. How is he with the kids?
He's good. He's great with the kids, with an exception of when it comes to like, I literally have to sometimes I have to drag him so we can do family outings. In the case when he's completely sober, he's such a great dad. But when he's had a lot to drink, the next day he's not gonna be able to go to work or have family outings on the weekends because he's literally had too much to drink. On one occasion, I wanted to share something with you.
Okay.
My daughter's currently in an acting class. I have her in acting school. I pay everything. And the only thing that I ask for him is to just show up and be supportive. She had a show one time. I told him to buy tickets. Phillip, the show is tomorrow. We need to buy tickets. Make sure when you pick up Giselle, investigate about buying your ticket. He's like, no, I'll buy it the same day. Giselle told me. He's taking, let me remind you that he's taking advice from a little girl that's 7 years old that he can buy the tickets the same day of. So he decides to go. Exactly, he decides to go. And when he tries to purchase the ticket, they tell him that it's already full. There's no more seating, so he tells the lady that he needs to take his daughter because she's the show. And since they didn't let him in, based on that, he wanted to take his daughter out of the show and took his daughter. Yes.
Did you do that?
She already had performed.
She had
performed
another
at the time, and I did take her. I'm not gonna lie.
And she had another performance, and she missed it?
Well, it was very minor. The second one. It was real short. It was just a song that I felt like, you know,
that was
mad
her
at the
moment
time.
to shine. She's 7 years
Yes,
old. She had
I
practiced the
understand.
song. She was going to sing it, and you're being a silly person because
Yes.
you're late, you don't have it together, so you take that joy away from your little girl. How ridiculous is that?
Yep.
Were you sober?
Was I sober?
Were you sober?
Probably not.
What are you doing drunk running around with your kids? Wow.
I had no idea.
Mr. Chavez, I mean, you know, your kids will be as stable as you allow them to be. If you're running around drunk and your decision making is intoxicated and you're, you know, you're not together or you're hungover, do you know what that teaches them? Do you know that they're frightened? Do you know that because they know you're not stable? Because they know drunk when they see it. They know when you don't have it together. Why do you keep introducing that lack of stability into your children's lives? Why do you think you have the right to do that?
Yeah. Well, I look at it this way. I have changed. I have stopped drinking. I cut down a lot, you know. I understand that my kids come first, and it just takes time to realize stuff. And I was always concerned about myself, but now I realize it's about them. So I do give my credit for at least trying to stop.
Has he cut down?
He's been trying.
Oh,
He's
good.
been
See, I
trying.
applaud you for that.
Yes.
He has been trying, but then again, you know, it's just, I'm talking about a week.
Okay.
Well, a week's
Trying
better
in a
than nothing.
week.
Well, yeah, okay.
Like I said,
Okay,
never satisfy her.
so then it goes back to the same place where we were at. Well, you know, it's just a bad situation.
Yeah.
And again, she has performances because of her acting school. They have little rehearsals. It was agent day. She got an agent, and he lost that experience.
Well, I mean, I see a lot of reasons why not to get married here, and you said, but for the kids, you would bounce. So I would like to take a moment and see why you think there is a possibility that there is something to be rescued here, and a reason to say I do.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, will the compatibility tests reveal a way to heal this relationship?
Vanessa says Phillip's life is one big party. Do you think she should continue supporting him financially? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues.
Ms. Velasques, you're upset.
I am.
Tell me why.
It's just like I put up with so much. I just can't do it anymore. I can't.
I was just about to ask you to tell me why you think he's the man you ought to marry. It doesn't look like you're in the mood to do that.
Yeah, like he was a great guy, like to begin with. It was good. Don't get me wrong. He's such, I mean, maybe it could be that he never had the stability. He's been from foster to foster, so maybe.
Let me ask you this. Do you think there is some potential here? Is there a reason
I'm
why you're
working on it, yes.
Hang on. Is there something in him you would like to aspire to, which would make you want to be his wife?
I would say so. He's come a long way.
Say something nice about him.
I mean, when he's sober, he's such a great person. I mean, we've been through the process. He's been through AA before. I mean, he's such a great guy. He's the guy I seek for when he's sober.
Well, what's he like when he's sober?
He's such
what's
a great
marriage
dad.
material about?
He's such a great dad. He'll bring me breakfast, check up on me, make sure I'm all right. Like, do family events, kind of schedule them. He'll be like, what do you guys want to do today? It's your day. Babe, let's go to Chuck E. Cheese today. Let's take the kids out. When he's sober, he wants to do that kind of stuff. But then again,
But the drinking gets in the way.
Since I work Monday through Sunday, it doesn't allow us to do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Chavez, let me speak to you momentarily.
Yes.
I want to give you an opportunity to explain to me why you think you would want to get married to Ms. Velasques.
Well, I know I had my problems in the past. I think I came a long ways, you know, and now it's time to try the family activities. I understand that I missed a lot, but it's, you know,
Okay.
all I gotta do is try to make up as much as I can.
Yeah.
You know, and
I got you.
I would love to see how it feels to take my family out.
I took a look at your compatibility test, and it was alarming. Ms. Velasques, you have great penmanship. Just
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
I wanted to say something positive. I asked you what you're looking for in a husband. You said structure, hardworking man, father figure. You said, what would you give as a wife? And you said a home-cooked meal and a family.
Yes.
You
No
want
more-
more support. Your whole thing is, I want support.
Yes.
You want less attitude, and you don't like that she's lazy and doesn't cook. She's crazy at times, and she's too emotional. You say you drink a lot, which
Yes.
obviously is the case. You, on the other hand, I almost didn't come out here when I read this part. List 5 things that are wrong with you. I don't cook. I don't like to be intimate. I can go from 1 to 100 when mad, and I have OCD when I clean the house. So you don't want to cook. You don't want to have sex. You're mad all the time, and all you want to do is clean.
With him, yes.
There wasn't anything in this whole thing that either one of you have ever written that sound like warm, happy, nothing. It's just all muddy and black and depressing. But you got kids, so...
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next.
Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers.
Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toller's ruling right now.
I'm not going to talk about marriage right now because it doesn't really matter. You two are in the same house. You're together. Whether or not you put it on paper, I don't think is the issue. You're an alcoholic, and you need to do something about it. Until
Yes.
you do, this thing is not going to work, period, end of story. It's tough living with an addict. It's exhausting all of the time. She has to pick up all of the things that you drop and that you don't take care of. In addition to that, she has to deal with you while you're drunk. She has to shield your children against their drunken father. And it is an ongoing 24/7, heartbreaking gig. And she's exhausted, she's tired, and I get it that it's hard to pull yourself up out of an addiction. Get it. Completely get it. But until you do, it doesn't matter what else happens. You know what I mean? Because the drinking is in front. It's right there. It's everything. Because when you're living with an addict, everything is about the addiction and nothing is about anything else. Everybody else's needs fade to black because your addiction is all shiny and bright. You need to actively do something about it. You need to go to rehab. You need to go to AA on a regular basis. You need to seek treatment. You need to pursue your sobriety like a job because you don't have the right to continue to haul them down that alcoholic path with you. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, clearly.
You have to assist him, despite the fact that you're mad at him all the time and that you're overworked and he's a pain in the behind, and I get all of that. You got to help him in his sobriety. Now, don't do it because he deserves it. Do it because your children deserve it.
Right.
And I know it seems unfair to ask even more of you because you've already given 120% and he's over there, backstroking down a river of booze, and it
Right.
really just doesn't seem fair. I get all of that. But you've got to assist him in his sobriety. You've got to be supportive when he's sober, and you've got to be, yes, let's go to AA. You've got to help him along. You can't do it if he doesn't want it, but I think he wants it. Don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and I've tried that.
He's going to try more. He's going to be more committed to it. He is going to actually have an action plan, which I'm going to make him get with the therapist that he's going to see right after he leaves here, and you're going to help him with that. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to do it for your kids, and I wish you the best of luck. I really do. This matter is adjourned.
Phillip agrees to get help, and Vanessa has vowed to support him in his sobriety. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter @Divorce Court.